Okay, Ajay, great. Welcome to Pod Growth Stories. So happy to have you here. And we're here to talk about your story building Vyrill. What actually made you pick this specific problem to solve?
Yeah, stepping back a little bit, my background is e-commerce. So I've been in the e-commerce space for 18 plus years now
Mhm.
and sold an in-store shopping app company out of Boston. So I've been in this space for a long time. I study shopping behaviors. That's my expertise. Fast forward, if you look back on the last 6 to 8 years, media has evolved, how people shop has evolved. If you look at Gen Zs, they're primarily shopping with video. And there's a reason why TikTok became a phenomenon. TikTok is a short form video content that's very engaging, that's very authentic. And TikTok Shop did last year in US, they did over 10 billion revenue. So if you look at all the signals in the market, how people are shopping, where they're shopping, how they're shopping, and the evolution of mobile devices, right? I think what's also changed now is we have a big screen that we can hold in our palm. And so essentially it's very easy to shop now on your watch a video and shop on your mobile device. So essentially what's happening now is brands are struggling with capturing massive amounts of video content. The bottom line is there are two big problems in the market right now. First, brand marketers, whether it's a small brand or a big brand, they don't have time to watch videos, right? If you received 100 video reviews from your customers, I bet you don't have the bandwidth to watch 100 video reviews, right? So there's a problem with short on time, which also translate into dollars and resources. A company is not going to hire an army of people to watch videos. And this is where AI comes in, right? AI can play a big role. So that's the first problem. The second problem is 95% of world's video today is not searchable. Hence, it's not very useful. So I'll give you an example. You're buying a car, you're on the BMW website. You have selected your car model. There are 35 video reviews on the page. You're looking for a car with leather seats that features a male driver. I'm looking for a car with child seats that features a female driver. How do you know which video is talking about leather seats versus child seats versus color of the car? Shoppers select a random video. If you're lucky, you'll find the answer. Video consumption on an e-commerce site or website is anywhere between 10 to 15%. So BMW spends $25 million every year making video, and the video ROI is very poor. It's very low. So these are the problems we're going after is how do you have brands and retailers capture, understand, and syndicate or distribute content with a whole next-gen video is really at the heart of the problem we're going after.
And just so if I understood all those different elements, it sounds like one element is just being able to contextually search and understand what are these videos that we're receiving so that you can easily go through, here's a positive one, a negative one. It features these different elements of my product so that you can use that in your advertising or in your e-com or however you're using video.
Simple thing, I just bought a coffee machine, and it's complex to set up your espresso machine the first time and cleaning it up.
Where does the tubes go?
So Vyrill has these videos, and the videos are long. They're anywhere from 5 minutes to 30 minutes long on how to set up your coffee machine. All I wanted was how to clean the espresso wand. So how do you know which portion of that video is just talking about that, right? Or you bought furniture, you're putting furniture together, and all you want to know is how to screw something in, right? So today it's a deeply frustrating experience. Most people give up. And what happens when you give up? You call the brand, so they have to take another phone call when it could self-serve with video content.
That makes a lot of sense.
Why video? Because it's powerful. You can see the product, the person, the emotions in the video.
Absolutely. Yeah. Communicates a lot more, definitely, than any other medium. And I'm curious, so how did you start to get your first customers at the beginning versus how you're getting them now? I always love to, especially with SaaS founders, understand the difference in the initial growth engine versus what's working right now.
Yeah. So this is my second rodeo. I've been there before with my first company, with my startup first of all, like when we started, I think the most important thing is finding your ICP and finding your product market fit. So when we started the company, our thesis was that brands would be very keen on understanding reviews for their organic reviews on their product on YouTube. 5 years ago, it was YouTube, and then Instagram added videos, and now we have TikTok. So when we started the company, we signed up our first customer, which was Porsche, the car company. And I will say the early customers were purely outbound networking events and intros from our investors and from my network. So Porsche was our first customer, and the task was very simple. Hey, can you find, or not so simple, can you help us find reviews of our racing car videos from YouTube that people have posted from our racing car events around the globe? They wanted to know which of Porsche cars were popular, why, and they wanted to track 6 of the competitor cars in the racing at the racing event, right? Thankfully, we are a deep tech AI platform. We analyze videos, the audio, text, images, and transcription in 18 dimensions. So we were able to help them offer insights on who is making the video, what were people saying about the primary areas where we helped them with was sentiment analysis, demographic data. Scene analysis was the person actually sitting at a racing car event by understanding their background. Is it brand safe? Is there nudity, foul language, or minors in the video? Is it relevant? What are the topics being discussed in the racing car video and why? So anyway, long story short, we delivered the insights in an awesome report, something that would have taken them 11 months. We analyzed 6,000 videos in over a week's time, right? That's how fast. And long story short, we delivered the insights. And then the next question was in my mind, for me, it was then hey, I'm delivering a SaaS product, right? And they're like, hey, wait, our next marketing project is like 4 months from now. So essentially the signal was, this was great, but this is on a project basis. We're not ready to sign up on a SaaS basis. And why? Because it's just research is done based on projects inside a company, based on very specific goals. They might not do it on a continuous basis.
For them, it wasn't the same as, say, monitoring, like brand safety monitoring.
No, I'm getting to that now. But they would leave the conversation and say, but by the way, if you helped us at the end of the day, if you showed us how you can drive revenue and how you can drive customer acquisition and conversion, that's all they care about. So I realized, and we repeated this with Revlon, we repeated this with 4 customers. So you need to see a pattern before you realize what's going on, right? So we were successful in delivering insights, but the next thing was, hey, how does this help me at the end of the day drive revenue and conversion? Because I need to go to my boss and show how this $1 is going to add $3 more on right? So that's when we realized that the real problem we were solving was in insights. So we went back to the drawing board, and we became the first company to build an app on Shopify, and we built a tool where we now offer site search. So we offer the holy grail of commerce, which is search, personalization, SEO, recommendation engine, and buy now. So we became the first company on Shopify platform to make video content searchable and useful on your marketplace or your D2C or your retailer site. And we were able to demonstrate that when you have these 5 key features, search, personalization, and all that, it drives brand trust, shopper confidence, and it drives a conversion. And so what's interesting is that it wasn't so much of a pivot, but it's actually moving towards commerce versus insights. So now that we do commerce,
it sounds like a much different model, of course. Going like straight to Porsche versus you're on Shopify marketplace is like the polar opposite kind of sales motion.
Correct. And the other thing that happens is search is a SaaS product, right? Once you integrate search on your e-commerce store, how do shoppers begin the shopper journey? They usually start with search, unless you're a very small brand with just 3 SKUs, right? You go on Amazon, you always type a product name or a category name or something you're looking for, a keyword, right? So search is extremely sticky. And it works. And you can do full attribution with search. Did a person search for this product? You delivered the video, and did they make a purchase happen? So anyway, so long story short, that was our sort of a pivot transition to commerce. And what's interesting now is now that we are able to prove commerce, of course, they want insights now. And even better, we also have now we have a mechanism now to capture video reviews at scale. So my vision for the company is, how do we get 40 million video reviews on Walmart.com? That's really the vision we have. And in order to do reviews, what's the big problem we have solved is content moderation. And we just landed a contract with TikTok to power video reviews for merchants on TikTok Shop. And there are 500,000 merchants. So we wanted was our capability to do content moderation with AI. We have built our own tools and our own AI. We have our own models, not LLMs. So we're one cheaper than what you'd pay an LLM to analyze a video and do this at scale. So that's the journey. And of course, now we're moving towards, you mentioned something important, which is monitoring brand safety and social media with video. So of course, that's the next evolution of our product. That's something on our roadmap that's coming up next quarter.
Great. That's fascinating. Amazing. And are you looking to expand further into insights as well? Is that like basically the solutions part of the...
So so our platform, our superpower is video search, okay? And video search is what powers the 4 C's of commerce, which is capture, curate, connect, and convert. And we're also going agentic as well. So now we just launched our first agent where we can ingest your Instagram, YouTube, TikTok videos, or we can capture your video reviews at scale. And you can now start building your content marketing strategy. You can ask questions. Hey, tell me who's in the video, but who's not in the video, and recommend videos that I should be generating content so I can complete my missing content, for example. But doing this at scale programmatically with an agent, or hey, please monitor. I just launched a new product. Help me monitor this product on these 3 platforms and let me know if someone has made a review. Or what are the most important topics? What do people love about this new toothbrush that I just launched? So again, saving time, we save 95% time and dollars.
This also, I'm curious if this use case just exists because it popped right away into my mind, which is, let's say you're an e-commerce brand and you're running paid marketing to get that welcome, cold, friendly product sold. I could imagine a use case where you're actively monitoring all the reviews to see, would any of these be worth testing as an ad?
Exactly. So the problem today is not video consumption and creation. There are more than 100 platforms to create AI-generated video. There are 2 big challenges there. One is, video is only as good as someone watching it. And if you put 35 videos in front of a customer, they don't have time. They have time to watch 1 or 2 videos. So the bigger challenge is distribution and how do you maximize video consumption? And you maximize video consumption by influencing the shopper journey at the right time, right place, right? So hyper-personalization is very key, whether you're delivering an ad or whether you're delivering an experience on your e-commerce site, right? You're a guy, the last thing you want, and let's assume for a second you have a particular size. The last thing you want is to see female and a different size of someone a model wearing a different size, in whether it's an ad or on the PD.
Should match you somehow.
Unless
you're buying gifts.
So the big problem today is, how do you bring hyper-personalization for video? You cannot do hyper-personalization if you don't know what's in the video. You cannot do what's in the video if you can't do video search and analyze the video, right? So our key hypothesis when we started the company was search is important, and we're absolutely right. We're signing up in the process of getting some major retailers working with us. And when you start thinking about Amazon scale, you need search, you need personalization, you need video SEO, you need recommendation engine, right? We built all that. So this is a platform that's built to scale massively. We're not an influencer platform where you find a review and you want to negotiate a contract with an influencer. There are plenty of influencer marketing platforms. Our goal is, if you made a purchase, if the brand wants to run a social media campaign and capture videos. We just recently, I'll give you a quick example. We ran a campaign with a partner at the Chicago Bulls game. We received 2,000 videos at a live game with a QR code. We generated video memes, and then we analyzed fan content, insights. And by the time the game ended, Vyrill was able to deliver insights to the team.
That's incredible. Yeah. So what are you, with all these different attack vectors of places you could serve the market, what are you the most excited for Vyrill as we wrap up? What are you the most excited for in 2025 for the company?
To be honest with you, at this point, it's sales and growth, right? So we have a 2-pronged strategy, right? One is we're building our team. We already work with some sales partners. We do a lot of LinkedIn lead gen, which is turning out to be a great channel for us. And we know our ICP is head of e-commerce content marketing at a brand, right? So we're hard targeted on winning e-commerce right now, right? And really focused on our ideal customers, of course, enterprise, mid-market. But having said that, every brand needs videos and they need to have video reviews. That's where things ahead of you, whether you like it or not. You need to have video reviews in the near future, period. And human-generated content is becoming even more valuable than AI-generated content. The last thing you want is to see an AI-generated.
For sure. Everybody's a little sick of it already, and it just started.
Correct. And we guarantee that so when we record the video, the testimonial, we're guaranteeing our customers that it's human-generated. So we're building in mechanisms to make sure that it's human proof. It's not AI. Partners as well. So partnerships and yeah.
Thank you so much.